Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shirani. Today I'm going to show you how to make this delicious pumpkin chiffon pie. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is separate 3 eggs. As always, I'm going to have the exact measurements in the description box below for you. I'm sorry if I sound like this, but I've been sick since I got back from Belize. Well, actually, I got sick while I was in Belize, and then since I've been back, I've been sick, and I feel like I can't hear myself. But I've been trying to wait as long as possible to do this voiceover so I could talk, but I still feel like I can't really hear, so I don't know how this is going to come out. I'm going to take the egg yolks over to the stove. To that, I'm going to add 1 1/4 cup of pumpkin puree. Don't turn your stove on yet. Half cup of white sugar. Half cup of whole milk. 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. Half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Half teaspoon of ground nutmeg. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix that together, and then you're going to turn your stove on medium. Let this cook until it's thick, and that will take about 8 minutes or so. So this is Granny's recipe from my husband's side of the family. This recipe has been in the family for years and years, and they make this every year for Thanksgiving. While that's cooking, I'm going to dissolve 1 packet of unflavored gelatin in water, and I'm using 1/4 cup of water. This will thicken up as it sits, so by the time I'm ready for it, it will look really nice and thick. Okay, so at this point it's been 8 minutes, and I'm just going to stir the gelatin in there and just mix everything well together. Now I'm going to remove this from the heat and let this sit on the stove for 5 minutes before I put it in the refrigerator to cool down some more. The recipe says to cool it until it's thick, so that will take about 20 minutes in the refrigerator. After the 20 minutes is up, then I'm going to work on my egg white mixture, and you just want to beat your egg whites until it's stiff. Next, you're going to add half cup of white sugar to that, and you're going to beat that for about 2 minutes. I'm going to add the cool pumpkin mixture to that, and I'm just going to fold that in. When you fold it, you want to go under and over. You don't want to mix it together, you just want to fold it. As you can see, the texture is different from a regular pumpkin pie. This is more like a mousse, so it's gonna be nice and fluffy. At this point, this is done. You just have to put this in the refrigerator to chill. Next, you're going to put this into a prepared pie crust. Now, Granny usually used the Pillsbury pie crust and put it in a dish and bake it, but we couldn't find any. You know how that is when you're looking for something, they don't have it. So we just went ahead and got 2 frozen crusts and baked them according to the package instruction. If you're used to looking at a regular pumpkin pie, you might be thinking this doesn't even look like pumpkin pie. And yes, it does not look the same. The texture is very different and the color is different, but that's how it's supposed to be. Let that chill in the refrigerator for a few hours. Granny usually puts some pecans on top, so I'm just going to put some in my little chopper here. She had a little chopper just like this that she used to use. Okay, now you're going to take a container of Cool Whip, and I had this tying out in the bottom of the refrigerator, so I'm going to put half on each one. To thaw out the Cool Whip, you don't want to put it on the countertop. You have to leave it in the refrigerator, and it will take at least 4 hours in the refrigerator to thaw out. Now I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of pecans on top. And look at that, you guys, look how beautiful that is. And you don't need to bake this pie. This is not one of those pies that you bake. The only thing you need to bake is the crust. You're just going to put this back in the refrigerator and serve it the next day. That's how Granny usually make it. She'll make it ahead of time. So that's what I'm doing. You guys, once you try this recipe, you'll never want to go back to a regular pumpkin pie. I'm telling you, I love this. It's just so good. I don't know, maybe because I like the texture. It's so fluffy and light, but it's so good. My husband, he was in heaven because, you know, this is what he grew up eating. He loves this pie. The only sad part about this right now is because I'm sick and nothing tastes good, so I can't even enjoy the pie. But he's enjoying it, so I'm happy for him, I guess. Well, I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, please tag me and let me know. And as always, thank you so much for watching and thank you for subscribing. And happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.